In today's video, we'll be talking about Cameron Boozer, one of the best players in this year's NBA draft. Cameron Boozer was a very highly touted recruit coming out of high school and chose to play at Duke for his freshman season. Cameron Boozer helped lead Duke to ACC championships and an Elite Eight appearance, and has solidified himself as a top 4 pick in this year's NBA draft. Cameron Boozer during his freshman season averaged 22.5 points per game, 10.2 rebounds per game, 4.1 assists per game, and 33.4 minutes per game. Also 1.4 steals per game and 0.6 blocks per game. He also shot 56% from the field, 39% from 3 on 3.6 attempts per game, and shot 79% from the line. Also, some of his advanced stats were off the charts, as he had a 17.1 BPM. The first part of Cam Boozer's game that we'll be talking about is his ability to finish at the rim. Cam Boozer shot 65% from the rim this past year, as he also averaged 15.6 rim attempts per 100 possessions. Cam Boozer is extremely physical when finishing at the rim. He also has really good touch and footwork. He can operate as a roller, a driver, and play with his back to the basket in some scenarios. Cam Boozer is an extremely high-level finisher. The one thing you do question about is his lack of athleticism and playing below the rim. But I think we've seen enough players showcase that you can play below the rim in the NBA and be a successful player.
Boozer, hard drive. Swing for Foster. Plays hesitation. What a pass. Screen set Boozer. Boozer the drive. The spin. The bucket. He wants for the offensive rebounding. They have 12 seconds to work with. Boozer back in. He's up, follows it up.
Three. He's 2 for 2 already tonight. Cam Boozer reverses it.
Duke always has a good defensive unit. This is one of their best. That'll spin out for Boozer. Grabs his own miss and fouled out. So Malik Brown to start for Duke. Wall again rolling to the iron. It never got there. Boozer tiptoeing.
This is where you see Duke invert the ball screen. A guard screening for a big.
Here's Cameron Boozer spinning.
From the floor, and he knocks down his first in this one.
How about Michigan? 7 for 9 from Cameron to Boozer. Look at how Boozer to Boozer. Gale defending him. Cadeau the double. Boozer has it.
Boozer just in a crowd, fighting with 2 hands to get that rebound.
Up to 7 rebounds now.
Got to defend the paint, and they have to rebound at a really high level. If they don't rebound, they can't get into their transition game.
Look at the
Wilbon's wife, Cheryl Watkins Wilbon. She's the cheat-off thing.
Have you said that publicly? Boozer driving into the chest with Benshaw, the 7-footer. Getting as close as he
can. Batted away by Boozer. On the attack, he slams. Evans to the logo. He finds Cam Boozer. Virginia is into the semis. And so are the
He hasn't settled for those shots. He's continued to put his head down, drive it to the rim, and finish.
Boozer spins that.
The next part of Cam Boozer's game that we'll be talking about is his shot-making ability. Cam Boozer shot 39% from 3 on 3.6 3-point attempts per game. He also had a 65% true shooting percentage and a 61% effective field goal percentage. Cam Boozer also shot 42% on mid-range shots and attempted about 6.5 3-pointers per 100 possessions and about 2.4 mid-ranges per 100 possessions. Cam Boozer doesn't have the quickest jump shot, but it is extremely solid and efficient. Cam Boozer projects to be a good shooter in the NBA.
Anytime Louisville misses, they haven't gotten an offensive rebound yet. They run some offense, get a score.
And it starts with Foster again. Boozer's open. Hits the...
Approaching 13 minutes. Cam Boozer straight on.
2 minutes to go.
Good pass.
Boozer 3.
Great opportunity for Sarr to make the one more pass, but the offensive rebound. No one has done what Cameron Boozer is doing this season.
He fall away by Jesus Renaya.
Every opposing coach tells their players that. Cam Boozer looks off the defender and
scored in the second half. Boozer tries one.
By Florida State trying to see if they can get the perimeter shot.
Chase that. He'll step back and fire.
Yes, ACC Player of the Year, Freshman of the Year. So when you look at what they've done, this guy.
The next part of Cam Boozer's game that we'll be talking about is his playmaking ability. Cam Boozer averaged 4.1 assists per game and 2.5 turnovers per game. He also had a 30.6 usage percentage and a 25.6 assist percentage, and averaged about 1.6 assists per turnover. Cam Boozer is a very good passer at his size. He sees the court really well and makes really smart reads, whether that's as the ball handler in pick and roll situations or as the roller in short roll situations. Cam Boozer has the potential to be an offensive hub due to his playmaking ability.
Little high-low. How about that entry pass from the offensive end? Oh, they use the floor. Okay. Nice cut.
Here's Cameron Boozer. Duke beginning to steal the momentum in this second half. Boozer dumps it
Expects to see Marcus Burton until next year. Boozer. Got it! They need a bucket. They're not going to get it here. On a run outside. Trying to beat the field.
Offensively at Georgia Tech.
And Boozer kicks it to his brother in the corner. Boozer to his brother. He finds Evans for the triple.
Fourth and fifth scorers who have stepped up.
Schwieger's got Cameron Boozer. Backing in on A.J. Rahosi. And the pass underneath and the
Carving out space down low on the block.
underneath.
Plays low. Got to deal with Boozer right now. Almost took it away from him. Pick and roll. Now Gale on him. Boozer behind the back. Nice pass.
He was in early pregame warm-ups, but not in the layup line.
Just get defensive efficiency per KenPom.
Flex a pass on the other end to get a steal, then an offensive rebound. He is everywhere in this game.
He said he's a defensive menace. Here's Evans again, and that was rated the country's #1 defender. Here goes Boozer to kick it out. Evans is open.
The last part of Cam Boozer's game that I'll be talking about is his defense. Cam Boozer had a 5.1 defensive BPM during his freshman season at Duke. He also averaged 1.4 steals per game and 0.6 blocks per game, and averaged 1.2 stock per foul. Cam Boozer projects to be a solid defender in the NBA due to his high basketball IQ, physicality, and length.
will do wonders. They go back inside.
Now for the player comps for Cam Boozer. For the floor, I have Cleveland Cavaliers version Kevin Love, elite complementary piece, stretch four that can put the ball on the floor and be a positive playmaker, along with being a very solid defender. For the median outcome, I have Detroit Pistons version of Blake Griffin, all-star caliber player that can handle the ball, very physical, and can create shots for himself and his teammates. For the ceiling, I have shades of an efficient Paolo Banchero and Domantas Sabonis. The size and archetype of Banchero combined with the passing, rebounding, and IQ of Sabonis. All NBA caliber player that should be a top 2 option on a championship caliber team. Cam Boozer had a great season at Duke during his freshman season and has positioned himself to be a top 4 pick in this year's NBA draft. In my opinion, Cam Boozer is the most well-rounded prospect in this year's NBA draft. His maturity, physicality, and skill is what has made him an elite player at every level and has also made him one of the best prospects in this year's NBA draft. But that's all I have for today's video. Thank you for watching. Please leave a like and subscribe.